player.
Really?
Table tennis.
You're a ping pong guy?
Oh, ping pong.
I'll put money on it. Nobody can beat me at table tennis.
I'll put money on. I put my whole life savings on it. I would have been a table tennis player.
But $1,000 on it. That this guy cannot beat me at table tennis. Yeah, we're 1 week out.
It's been a long 7-8 weeks, so yeah, we're all pretty excited for next Wednesday.
Definitely good to be back and reinvigorated, get stuck into training.
Sam, have you seen the scores? Where?
Yeah, so at the moment, we do have scouts coming in.
So far, we've had the Denver Broncos, we've had the Dallas Cowboys, we've had the Cleveland Browns, and we've had the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pretty surreal. And like, this is it.
People want to be on their best performance, giving them that wow factor.
A few months ago, some of them have never put on a helmet before, and now we have personnel directly from NFL teams excited to take a look at these guys.
I think it's made it feel a lot more real for the players. It's made them feel like we're officially on display right now.
So you're looking at the athletic traits and how they can translate to the NFL ultimately. Get it right, you know, you can end up with guys like Jordan Mailata and F.A. Obada, for example.
The consensus so far from the teams, I've had a number of them say, this is the best college visit we've ever done.
You know, just seeing how big really Byron is as a human compared to other regular looking humans, and you know, and to hear his punch on the bag when he's striking the bag.
Come on, get there! Yeah, I had a few interviews this week which went really well with a few teams, so you know, I'm looking forward to next Wednesday and being able to put on a show for a lot more scouts and see what happens from there.
There's a fascination with really the molds of clay that are here. You know, coming from different sports, they haven't learned any bad football habits.
Now that the program is bigger than it's ever been, no one wants to be lost. They want to get here, and from the first visit to the last visit, people have been saying to me, who else has been here? You know, they're all trying to compete with each other. So us breeding that competition within the teams and between the teams, I think helps our case as well.
Good work, bro. That was quick as...
Nice. I didn't try 4-4-6, yes, 4-4-4.
That was clean.
That was nice.
Oh, that's my roomie.
And mine too. And mine as well. It's been a really hard slog the last couple of weeks, and I think the last 2 weeks in particular, and it's really easy to forget how far we've come. So we're all going to participate in this. Everyone has got reps that I'm going to bring up right now. Flow. Where's flow? Flow. This is week 1 flow. Right now. Off the line, struggling to keep balance, have a lot of issues week 1, I feel like, with just staying on your feet. Fortunately, that's culminated in week 7 flow. Much smoother, better pad level, staying friendly, aggressive hands, good finish, north-south.
Yeah, I feel like I've grown as a person, but also as an athlete as well. Just like you can look back at sort of your footage from the first week to where it is now, and it's quite remarkable to see the progress like everyone's made, and just look back and see for yourself sort of how far you've come, rather than focusing on like what could be. Just like really appreciate yourself and look at your body changing and the way that your mind changes and how you can perform on the field, like compared to 7 weeks ago. So that's something for me which I feel like is really important to sort of appreciate.
So Praise and Lewis are going head to head at the moment at 22.4, and that was from one session last week, and that was from a flying 20. So we haven't really seen them open up fully, you know, go full gas on a 40-yard yet. So we're really excited about that.
I'd like to see them compete with the top guys that were running in Indianapolis a few weeks ago at the Combine. I think they'll speak for themselves on the day.
I think there was 5 of our guys that had topped 20 miles an hour, and that included a couple of the linemen. So to see guys that size breaking 20 miles an hour is quite phenomenal. So again, excited not just for the positional players, but some of these linemen who are going to dazzle the scouts with their speed.
What the? Probably get some David Attenborough shit on that. Here we have the wild white animal. Nothing like that. Probably get a pigeon, seagull here and there. That is not endangered though.
Bird is very majestic.
Yeah. Me and George are quite close. We flew out together from Heathrow. We've been friends throughout the program. Kind of do everything together, really.
I mean, can't not call him, but he's probably one of my best friends. Do you know what I mean? Because I spend every day with him and eat with him and hot tub with him and swim with him and gym with him. So yeah, good guy, and really glad that I met him.
Oh, so close. Give me another week recovery and I'll be done.
George is a warrior. I mean, I'd go to war with that guy in a heartbeat. He is tough as nails.
He's gained a significant amount of weight to bulk up to play the position of offensive tackle, and so he's kind of learning how to live in a new body, and he's doing it very well.
The team that gets him is going to be very, very surprised and fortunate. He has a lot to bring to the table, a lot.
Trav, in many ways, he's just walked off the street, and someone who came into this without that pro sport background, who had to learn how to build routine, who had to learn how to look after his body, all those things. I'm fully convinced if Travis grew up in the US, he'd be a first-round draft pick. He has all the physical traits that he could do something like that.
It was just about finding the correct sport and putting my mind 100% into something.
And every time he can be in the books, he is. So it's been good. I think he's invested in wanting to be a student of the game, which he's going to have to be.
Tell you what, without this, you ain't gonna get nowhere in the NFL, man.
So today we heard from George, Byron, Pat, and Flo come in and take time out of their day to give back, to make time for our athletes, middle school and high school athletes, to give back to them, to mentor them. But they're gonna do it. They're gonna be on one of those 32 teams coming up here. I know it.
I went to college, played rugby. I got picked up professionally, played 3 years professionally.
A lot of knowledge being passed down through generations, knowing that they're not from the States, so it's great. You know, everybody come from a different background, you know, and they giving back that knowledge, so I love it.
Yeah, I think being an Englishman going into American football definitely motivates myself more. And if anyone looks down on us and saying that English people can't do it, to show them that we can, and then hopefully in years to come there'll be many, many English people playing in the NFL.
This guy's a liar.
I swear.
Big Afrobeats liar. This guy doesn't know shit.
Bro, he puts on the most basic Afrobeats ever.
Yeah, the liar.
So easy to wind up.
Yeah, I think the culture shock for Sam and Isaac started with the weather. Florida's not warm enough for them. It's not Nigeria. The biggest one for them, I think, after that was the food. Adjusting to American food, and nothing is spicy enough for Isaac. I try. We go to Walmart, we'll go and get sauces, we'll do whatever we can. Nothing is spicy enough for Isaac. So I think I'm just going to have to take a loss on that one. I think what's helped us is having our alumni come back. A lot of them are from Nigeria, and they've come back and they've shared their stories and what worked for them and helped them. And
it's really nice to see somebody that came through the program I came through Nigeria. It's really nice, and I can see they're doing great.
You saw those today. You got dehydrated easily.
Look at that tan line right here. Look at that. That's what Florida does to you. That's Mr. Incredible. That's Mr. Incredible right there. Young's the brownest I've been in my whole life.
Yeah, so Pro Day is the 20th of March. They're going to do everything they can to showcase the work they've been doing over the last 8 or 9 weeks. And then the next day, Thursday the 21st, free agency is open and teams are free to sign our free agents and start to fly them into their buildings, start to meet with them, talk to me, talk to their representation. At this point, everything gets a little bit hotter, it gets a little bit more interesting. I think we're going to be living in a very different world in 10 days' time from the one we're living in now, but we're all for it and we're ready for it.
I don't think you can physically get prepped in 10 weeks to be an NFL player, do you know what I mean? Kids have been doing this since they were like 10. We're here because teams are going to want us because they feel like they can get us ready for the NFL.
For a number of weeks, they felt really tired and they've been in the grind of camp and they've been trying to get to the other end of this. And we've just been saying to them, trust us.
This program makes you feel things which I never felt before. Feeling like you're not enough, but then again, like the next day you might have an amazing day training, do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's so up and down like a roller coaster.
We were planning this camp so that your bodies would peak on one day, and that one day is the 20th of March, 2024. And so what has become tiredness, what has become soreness as we close out on week 8 is now they're starting to feel a little bit fresher. They're starting to get a little bit more sleep than they were getting, so that we're just holding them back, and then on Wednesday we let them go, and we let them loose.
Last chance to like kind of clean some things up.
Feeling strong, feeling like Superman. Ja, you gotta wear those rugby shorts on pro day. You look fast in those.
Yeah, there's an excitement, there's nerves. It's everything we've been working for. My message to the group this entire time is don't put your head up. Focus on today. And for the first time in 8 weeks, I'm starting to tell them to look up, and I'm starting to tell them to look at something that's ahead of them, and getting themselves mentally, emotionally, physically prepared for what's going to be a really big day for the program, for them, but also a really enjoyable day. You know, you don't get an opportunity like this very often.
Sunday, everyone's getting haircuts. Bullshit filters on high. Okay, especially as we go into this weekend. Lots of distractions, lots of people asking questions. How's it going to go? I've got media requests coming in. I don't care. What's important right now?
There's so much pressure on next week. It is going to be tough. Are you going to perform under the pressure, or are you going to crumble?
There's a lot of kids looking up to them, families back home, friends. Their country's really they're representing. It has to be all they got. Has to be. It can't be nothing less. We have one time to show off to all 32 scouts exactly what we got.
This is literally do or die. It has to happen. There's no other plan for this. This has to work out.
It all comes down to next Wednesday, pro day at USF, and, we're all ready to put on a show.
Come unknown, leave unforgettable. That's it.
1, 2, 3!
No!
3-1. It's a nervous game.
That's a BS. That's. Give me that money, baby! Give me that money!
That's some shake my hand.
21-5. It's a bit of a humiliation, Praise. What have you got to say about it, Matt?
Nah, it is what it is, man. We're just looking forward to Wednesday, just performing well at our pro day.